We want to feel loved. We want to feel accepted. We want to feel good enough. And I think over time, love brings that to us. I mean, that's really the message of a long-term relationship.
It's a $1 million question. What is the future of relationships, knowing what we know today?
You know, Melanie, I am bullish on the future of relationships. I think that relationships are here to stay.
Amen, sister.
It's written into our DNA. It's a drive and it's a desire. People are always going to be looking to couple up. It's just part of being a human being. And the reason I'm so bullish is that as we evolve as human beings, particularly in gender roles, the kinds of relationships that we have are infinite. The types of relationships we have are infinite. We have so many different models. And we are moving toward a more egalitarian society, and relationships are moving into a more egalitarian society. This week I came across some research, and the research indicated that there was about 21,000 people in the study. It indicated that 83% of couples who perceived that their relationship was egalitarian actually felt that they had a happy marriage, versus 81% of those who felt that they were in a traditional relationship believed they were in an unhappy situation. And so when we work with our couples, we find that the creativity that goes into the putting together of these relationships is just fantastic. People are no longer bound by convention, by social scripts, by old rules. They're people, two different people, and they can make the relationship that they want. It's no longer a one-size-fits-all world. The June Cleaver model is just one of many other models to choose from. And so people have the opportunity to choose what's best for them.
You know, it's called a peer marriage or a symmetrical marriage or a companionate marriage. I mean, it's the new marriage form. I actually would love to add to that and say that I think we're moving forward to the kinds of relationships that we had 1,000,000 years ago. You know, for the last 10,000 years, we lived on the farm. You really had to marry the right girl from the right kin connection, with the right political and social background, with the right religious attitudes. People married for God and family and community, not really for themselves.
Right.
And then with the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, people move away from the farm into the factories and into the towns, and they no longer, marriage is no longer an alliance between kin groups. You can marry for yourselves. And today we're seeing, you know, people now believe that love is the very core of marriage.
Helen, that is so wise. You know, when my children were little, I used to love to watch Mr. Rogers with them. And I used to love to hear him say, "And I like you just the way you are." And that gave children so much confidence, and truly as a mother, it gave me confidence. Mr. Rogers liked my mother and just the way I was doing my best to give it. And I think from that feeling, you're accepted. We like who you are. One can have choice, and one can find the love that is right for you. And building on that and having that choice is such a promising statement about today and tomorrow. It's wonderful.
I agree. I agree completely that we just want, more specifically, we want to feel loved. We want to feel accepted. We want to feel good enough. And I think over time, love brings that to us. I mean, that's really the message of a long-term relationship.
Yes.
And we're so relational. We're built to be relational.
So when it comes to the future of relationships, it sounds like we have the drive to connect. We have the opportunity to connect. We have different kinds of relationships so we can all be in them. It sounds like relationships are just going to get better and better.